Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League Game of the Week for September 11th of Year 1 of the FSBL, featuring the California Angels and the Houston Astros. The Angels suddenly red hot, winners of 8 straight games to get themselves back within a game and a half of the second wild card spot as we come down the home stretch here. We'll see if the Angels can keep it going as they go for the sweep here of an abysmal Astros team. The Angels, one game 1 2-0, one game 2 8-4. So they will go for this sweep. And the fact that the Angels have a shot at the wild card is stunning given how they started this season. Here's Mike Scott for the Astros, 11-11. 3.68 earned run average for him. This will be his 29th start of the year. He will face Sean Figgins, leading things off for the Angels. 264, 45 steals, the big stat of note for Figgins. First pitch from Scott, we're underway. Slider misses outside. The Astros have just been absolutely terrible. The pitching has not been as good as they were hoping. They were not thought to contend this year, but nobody thought they would be this bad. The offense lacks some power. That will be remedied next year when draft pick Jeff Bagwell joins the lineup, so that'll certainly help them out next season. But this year it has been a slog for the Astros, to say the least. Figgins squares to bunt on 2-0, bunts it foul. Count goes to 2-1. Again, the Angels, despite the fact that we say they're close to the wild card spot, the Angels are only at 500. They're at 71-71. The American League incredibly top heavy. You have the Red Sox, A's, Yankees, and Indians well ahead of everybody else as Figgins goes down looking. Scott strikes him out to get things started. But then from there, it's the Orioles, a couple of games above 500, then the Angels at 500, and everyone else is below. Here's Adam Kennedy, 278 for him. Beautiful day here at Minute Maid, Enron, whatever you want to call it. I usually like using older parks that are not currently being used, but there was no real good model for the Astrodome in the show 22, so I decided to leave the Astros here. 2-1 count as Scott works to Kennedy. Slider misses away, 3-1. Mike Trout waiting on deck. Scott delivers. Line shot in the center. That's going to be a base hit. So Kennedy with a one-out single on the 3-1 fastball from Scott gives the Angels a base runner. That means that Trout has somebody to try to drive home. Trout batting .281. Splitter from Scott in there for a called strike. 35 homers, 85 RBIs for Trout. Unsurprisingly terrific. The Angels' pitching has held up a bit better than it was expected to. And the lineup has done just enough to, basically at 500, tread water. Splitter misses inside. 1-1 count here to Trout. Another splitter. Another called strike. So 1-2 to Trout. Kennedy on first. Fastball in there, and I don't know what Trout was looking for, but he is frozen with a straight fastball at the knees for the second out.
The first baseman, number 45.
I don't know if he thought another splitter was coming or what, but that is a straight fastball from Scott right down Broadway. And down goes Trout. Here's Mark Trumbo. Splitter in there for a strike. Trumbo, 246, 23 homers, 65 runs batted in. Scott gets the sign. Kennedy, not a huge base stealing threat. He can run a little bit. Scott now ahead of Trumbo, 0-2. And the delivery. Ground ball, foul outside third. You see the Astros 39 games back of the A's, who have run away with this American League West. As expected, Trumbo skies this one out to left. Easy play, put away, and the side is retired as Hunter Pence makes the grab for the Astros. So the Angels come up empty. Astros come up in the bottom of the first. We are scoreless here in Houston. On the mound here for the Angels, Andrew Heaney. Heaney 11-10, 3.61 earned run average. Doesn't walk many. A bit hittable, 1.28 whip. Decent enough. Here's Jose Altuve to lead things off, riding an 11-game hitting streak as he comes in, batting .305. Heaney, a left-hander, misses up high. Here's the pitch. Well outside, Altuve chases it and lines it out into right field for a base hit. That pitch was well out of the strike zone. Altuve takes it the other way anyway for a leadoff single here for the Astros. That pitch was well out of the zone, but the Astros have a leadoff man on. Here's Adam Everett. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Everett batting .259. Sub 600 OPS. Everett in there more for his defense. But doesn't strike out a ton, can move runners over, so he bats in the 2-hole. Here for the Astros as he takes a called strike. Count goes to 0-2. Heaney checks Altuve. Here's the pitch. Everett tries to hold up. Can't do it. Goes down swinging. And there's the first out. So here's Cesar Cedeno, the center fielder. Cedeno batting .284. Fastball misses inside. 15 homers, 45 runs batted in for Cedeno. He throws over, he gets back. Altuve dusts himself off. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. As you see, Cedeno batting .500 over his last 4 games, 8 for his last 16. Here's the pitch. Changeup misses down low. So 2-1 the count. Throw over the first. Altuve gets back once again. Here's the delivery. Ground ball down to third. Played, thrown to second for one to get the force on the first. Looks like he beat it, and he does. So Cedeno gets down the line too well, but a nice pick there by Figgins. Throws to second, despite being off balance. Still able to get Altuve. That was a dangerous decision by Figgins. So 2 down, runner on first. Here's George Springer. Springer batting .282. Half-hearted throw over to first by Heaney, but Cedeno dives back in. Here's the pitch from Heaney. Pitch out, runner not going. Heaney back, ready to deliver. Pitch there, two-seamer at the knees for a called strike. 29 home runs on the year for Springer. He leads the Astros. Looks in, deals. Another two-seamer. Good pitch from Heaney, down and in. Gets himself ahead of Springer, now 1-2. Another throw over to keep Cedeno close. Pitch from Heaney. Breaking ball in there, strike 3 called. Springer. Don't think he was looking for the curveball there, but Heaney snaps it off and freezes him, and the side is retired. We're heading to the top of the second. Angels and Astros scoreless. So here's Leon Wagner stepping in for the Angels. Wagner batting .290.
Leon Wagner.
Recently called up from the minors. Gets himself a start today. And with the rosters expanding as of September 1st, everybody's got a little bit more to work with on the bench. Wagner in the DH slot today. Splitter. They say he held up. One pitch from Mike Scott. High fastball. Wagner fouls it back. One-two count. Fly ball hit well. Out to left center. Going back into the gap. That's going to be extra bases for Wagner. Pence digs it out from in the alley there, but Wagner is on second with a leadoff double. His second since his call-up, and the Angels have a runner in scoring position for Brian Downing. Splitter misses. Downing batting .306, 16 homers, 48 runs batted in. Pitch from Scott. Splitter in there for a called strike. Scott is going to be mostly splitters. He'll snap off a slider. He'll throw some straight heat as well, but the splitter is his money pitch. Fastball up high, gasses Downing, count goes to 1-2. Here comes the pitch from Scott. That one shot fouled down the right-hand side. Ball boy fields it cleanly. Always better when they field it cleanly. Don't want to embarrass the children, who are usually like 30 years old and live with their parents. But we'll digress. 2-2 the count as Scott works the Downing. Ground ball down to third. Fielded by Bregman. Throw over to first. Now retired Downing. Runner moves up. Off on the pitch, so Bregman's only play was to get Downing. Here's Cole Calhoun. .265, 7 homers, 30 RBIs. Splitter misses down low. Angels making Scott work. He's already closing in on 30 pitches here with 1 out in the second. Fastball looked outside, but it gets the call. Count goes 1-1. Splitter down in the dirt. Calhoun goes down trying to golf it. Just gets a piece. Scott delivers. Fastball up high. Two-two delivery from Scott. Calhoun goes chasing, another splitter down low. So Scott seems to be able to bury that splitter right below the knees, which is a great spot for him. Gets in trouble if he keeps that splitter up. That one laid off by Calhoun. So count goes full, runner on second. One out here in the top of the second. There's the pitch. Shot out in the left. That's going to be a base hit. Pence comes up throwing. Runner will hold at third. Throw well up the first base line, but nobody's going anywhere. So Calhoun is on. Runners are at the corners. Shot right through the hole there between short and third. Here's Mike Napoli. Napoli batting .256. High fly ball to left. Pence tracks it down. It will be deep enough to get the run home. And the Angels are on the board. Sac fly from Mike Napoli. Brings home Wagner, and the Angels take a 1-0 lead. Here's Randy Velarde. Velarde batting .262. Scott gets that call. Pitch looked inside. Pitches to that side of the plate. So far, the zone seems a little wide. Velarde taps it down to first. Watson flips it to Scott. Makes the play, and the side is retired. But the Angels get a run on the sac fly from Mike Napoli. We head to the bottom of the second. Angels 1, Astros nothing. Here's Alex Bregman to lead things off. It's been a rough go for Bregman. .243, 16 homers, 49 runs batted in for the Astros third baseman. Stepping in here to face Andrew Heaney to lead off the second. Fastball misses for ball one. Another two-seamer. That one hits. 1-1 the count. Comes inside, doesn't get the call. Heaney not loving that. That pitch has been given so far. Now it goes away, gets Bregman chasing wildly. Count goes to 2-2. Ball three misses away. Count is full now. Bob Watson waits on deck for the Astros. Heaney's delivery, fly ball, center field. Trout puts it away, and there's one man down. Trout looked like he got a little bit frozen on that ball. Not sure if he lost him in the sun or what. But plenty of time to get under it. Here's Watson, 268, 13 homers, 55 runs batted in. .1-0 pitch here as Heaney works to Watson. Good change up there at the knees. One foul back. So 1-2 the count now as Heaney deals to Watson. Astros have both Bob Watson and Glenn Davis. First base, Watson taps this one down to first. Trumbo will take it himself for the second out.
The left fielder, Hunter Pence.
So here's Hunter Pence. Pence batting .272, 11 homers, 39 runs batted in. Comes in riding a modest 9-game hitting streak. First pitch, two-seamer misses down low. Here's the delivery, change up in there for a called strike, 1-1. Looks like they want this pitch up. Not that far up though, misses up high, 2-1 to count. Heaney gets the sign as he works to Pence here. Shot right down the middle. Mistake pitch there. Pence hits it hard, but well foul. Hitting the boxes down the third base line. Curveball there, misses inside. Count goes full. Kevin Bass waits in the on-deck circle for Houston. Line shot. That's a base hit in the right field for Hunter Pence. So Pence with a 2-out single to right gives the Astros a base runner. That extends the hitting streak to 10 for Pence. Goes the other way. Just takes what he's given. So here's Kevin Bass batting .310. First pitch in there for a called strike. 6 homers, 26 RBIs for Bass, who's played in part-time duty. Here's the pitch, runner goes, throw down to second. Short hops, can't be fielded cleanly. So that's a stolen base for Pence, his 7th of the season. Napoli's throw, short hops into second. Count is 0-2 to Bass, though. Pitch from Heaney. Bass hits it out to short. Fielded. Throw over to first. And the side is retired. So Velarde puts him away. We head to the top of the third here in Houston. Angels lead the Astros 1-0, looking for their 9th straight victory.
Leading off for the Angels, the third baseman.
So Sean Figgins will lead things off here in the top of the third. First pitch from Mike Scott, called strike. And Scott at 39 pitches, 1 pitch into the third inning. He'd like a nice cruise control inning here, if at all possible. Splitter misses away, 1-1. Shot out in the right. Going back. Bass underneath it, puts it away, a couple steps shy of the warning track for the first out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Adam Kennedy.
So here's Adam Kennedy. Kennedy singled his first time up. Scott checks the sign and delivers. In there for a called strike. That one down in the dirt, misses 1-1. There's a shot pulled foul by Kennedy. Kennedy now in a 1-2 hole. Scott will obviously get a new ball to work with. Looks in. Slider, that one almost hits the foot. Fastball misses inside. Trout waits on deck for the Angels. Splitter misses away. Kennedy draws the walk. So Kennedy has now been on both times. One out, man on first. Here's Mike Trout. Trout struck out his first time up. See how Scott elects to work to Trout here. Fastball misses away. Trout has grounded into 11 double plays this season. Here's the pitch. Splitter misses down low, 2-0. Trout stretches himself out. Waits for the next delivery from Scott. Working from the stretch now. Here's the delivery. Runner goes. Throw down to second. And it's not in time. Stolen base. So Adam Kennedy picks up steal number 13 on the season. Now moves into scoring position. Splitter. Trout out in front and over the top of it. Count goes to 2-2. Here's the pitch from Scott. Swung on and missed in the dirt. He'll have to throw down to first, but Trout has been struck out for the second time. That's a big K for Mike Scott.
Now batting, number 45.
So 2 away, in steps Mark Trumbo. Trumbo 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Scott from the set. Kennedy on second with 2 outs here in the top of the third. That one misses away. Scott delivers again. That one's fouled off. 1-1 the count. And Scott is already at 54 pitches here in the third. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Registers actually as a splitter. Look at that active. More like a curveball. 1-2 the count. Scott delivers. Trumbo ground ball to third. Bregman. Throw over to first. Get him, and the side is retired. So the Angels leave the runner stranded on second. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Ferguson, Altuve, and Everett coming up for the Astros, who trail 1-0. Here's Joe Ferguson. And Ferguson batting .250. Homer's 47 runs batted in.
Joe Ferguson.
That's a called strike. Heaney just trying to stay efficient here from the Angels. First pitch strike. Curveball misses low. Here's the pitch from Heaney. Fastball misses up high. 2-1 count as Heaney works to Joe Ferguson to start off the bottom of the third. Ferguson out to short. Fielded by Velarde. Throw over to first, and there's one down.
Now batting, number 27.
Here comes Jose Altuve. Altuve singled the other way his first time up on a pitch well out of the zone. Here's the delivery. Oh, misses. Heaney again wanted that pitch. That pitch has been called today. He's gotten a couple that he has not been able to get from the ump. 2-1 the count now as he works to Altuve. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third from Houston. The pitch goes golfing. Ground ball to short, hit weakly. Tough play, but they get him. Good job there by Velarde, and there's 2 men down.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Adam Everett.
So here's Adam Everett with 2 outs in the 3rd. Heaney looks in. Fastball misses up high. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Shot diving past Trumbo. Trumbo lays out for that ball, but range not Mark Trumbo's strong suit down there at first. And it's a base hit, shot through the right side. 2 singles. That was not too bad. That was Everett. I apologize. So 2 outs, man on first. Here's Cesar Cedeno. Cedeno 0 for 1. Throw over to first. Gets back in time. He delivers. Ground ball first. Trumbo that time makes the pick. Nice job there by Mark Trumbo. Takes it to the bag himself. And the side is retired. So we're a third of the way through in Houston. Wagner, Downing, and Calhoun will come up for the Angels in the top of the 4th. Angels lead it 1-0. Leon Wagner doubled his first time up.
Leading off for California, the designated hitter, Leon Wagner.
Scott delivers. Wagner, same spot, deep. Going back, 1 hopper off the wall. Played well by Cedeno, but Wagner will pull in at second. That's Wagner's 2nd double of the game. His 3rd since his call-up on September 1st. And the Angels threatening again. Here's Brian Downing. Downing 0 for 1. Fastball, called strike. Downing is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Scott checks the runner, delivers, misses away. One count. Splitter gets him fishing. Count goes to 1-2. Count goes to 2-2 there. Scott. I look for him to work away here, try to get down and to go fish. Nope, set up inside. Got a little bit too much of the plate, but it was up high. All Downing could do was foul that one out into the stands. So count remains 2-2. Wagner on second, nobody out. Top of the 4th, Angels already leading the Astros 1-0. That one to the right side, but Altuve snags it on the line. Wagner gets back, and there's one away.
The batter, number 56.
So here's Cole Calhoun. Calhoun singled his first time up. Scott taking his time, now delivers. Splitter in there for a strike. Calhoun's been abysmal with runners in scoring position this year, 168. Of course in part-time duty, but still, that's just a bad number. 1-1 here as Scott works to Calhoun. It's the pitch, Tapper out towards third. Bregman charges. Bare hand. Nice play there. Throw over to first, and he gets it. Wagner, seeing that Bregman was leaving third to charge that ball, breaks on contact, gets over to third. So 2 outs. Here's Mike Napoli. Hit the sacrifice fly that brought in the lone run of the game so far. Batting .256. Deals first pitch swing, fouled off. Checks the runner again. Now deals. Splitter swung on and missed. So Scott ahead of Napoli 0-2 here. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Wagner is on third for the Angels. Scott delivers. Ground ball down to first, picked by Watson. Takes it himself, and the side is retired. So the Angels threaten but do not score. We head to the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth. Astros coming up. Angels lead at 1-0. Here's George Springer. Springer 0 for 1.
The designated hitter, number 4.
So here's Andrew Heaney. First pitch of the inning. In there for a called strike. There's a delivery. Changeup. Misses down low. Checking some of the out-of-town action. Reggie Smith of the Red Sox. There you see extended his hitting streak to 19 games yesterday. John Lester, complete game shutout. John Lester has 19 wins as the number 4 starter for the Red Sox. Lester's going to get some Cy Young votes. I don't think he's going to win, but Lester's definitely going to get some votes. Cy Young. Pitcher of the year, since Cy Young is actually in the league. He's actually already part of that Red Sox rotation. So there is no Cy Young award. We'll just call it Pitcher of the Year, as Springer takes a horrible hack there. Goes down half swinging for the first out. Here's Alex Bregman. Bregman flew out his first time up. Curveball swung on and missed. Pitch fouled off. So Bregman in an 0-2 hole. Heaney delivers. Ground ball to second. Fielded by Kennedy. Throw over to first, and there are 2 men down.
The first baseman, Bob Watson.
So here's Bob Watson. Watson grounded out his first time up. Made a nice little pick over there at first to end the top half of this inning. Line shot in the center field. Hangs up a bit for Trout, though, who gets there, reaches down, and puts it away. And the side is retired. So we're through 4, heading to the 5th. Velarde, Figgins, and Kennedy coming up for the Angels. Still hold a 1-0 lead. Here's Randy Velarde. Velarde 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up.
Number 28.
Yankees over the Rays 4-1 in the 7th. Lou Gehrig is homered in that one. His shot hit well out to center. Cedeno going back, though, has a play on it, puts it away, and there's 1 down. Indians over the Twins 3-0 in the 4th. Napoleon Lajoie, again back after missing plenty of time with a broken hand, has hit his 11th home run of the season. A's up over the White Sox 4-0 in the 1st. Home run Baker has done exactly that. Blue Jays over the Rangers 2-0 in the 4th. Sean Markham, Mike Minor, the pitching matchup there. Coming up later, Braves and Mariners. John Smoltz will battle Jim Beattie. Ground ball through the right-hand side for a 1-out single.
The batter, number second baseman.
Here's Adam Kennedy. I apologize. I keep getting things that say my headset is disconnecting and then reconnecting right away, so it's kind of throwing me every time that alert pops up. I apologize if there are occasional pauses here while I try to monitor that. 1-0 as Scott works the Kennedy throw over to first. Figgins gets back in. Scott throws over again. Understandable. Figgins second in the league in stolen bases. Splitter misses down low. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Pulled just foul. Kennedy puts it just outside the bag. Throw over to first. Figgins getting that uniform extra dirty as he dives back into first again. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Diving stop. Bregman knocks it down. That's all he's going to be able to do, though. So good effort there from Alex Bregman.
Now back, the center fielder.
Is able to keep it on the infield. So now it's first and second, 1 out. Here comes Mike Trout. Trout is 0 for 2. Scott fooled him badly to strike him out last at bat. Fastball misses inside. Scott takes an extra long time to come to the set here. Now delivers. First pitch, ground ball to short. This could be 2. 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, Mike Trout is hit into the double play. And the Astros are out of the inning. We are midway from Houston. 1-0 Angels.
Leading up for the Astros.
Here's Hunter Pence. Pence 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. Pitch from Heaney. In there for a called strike. Ground ball to second. Kennedy has it. Throws Pence out for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Kevin Bass.
Here's Kevin Bass. Bass 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Heaney has been terrific so far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Offering coming from Heaney. Breaking ball. Big breaking ball. Misses the mark by a bit. Down in the dirt. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball very top of the zone. Bass doesn't love that call, but now the count goes to 1-2. Ground ball down to third. Figgins has it. Throw over to first for the second out. So here's the catcher, Joe Ferguson. Ferguson grounded out his first time up. That one's taken for a called strike. 0-1 count. Ferguson swings a little bit late, fouls it off. So 0-2 now as Heaney works to Ferguson. Fastball fouled off. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down to third. Figgins can't handle it cleanly. Throws over to first, stays with it. Good job by Figgins to stay with that ball. Still throws him out. And the side is retired. We are through 5 here in Houston. Angels still clinging to a 1-0 lead. Again, the Angels entered this game a game and a half out of the American League wild card. That's second wild card position. They have won 8 games in a row to get back to 500, and that is good enough in the American League. As we mentioned, very, very top-heavy. In terms of records, the A's, the Red Sox, and the Indians, your division leaders right now, the Yankees, well in hold of the first wild card spot. Second wild card spot as Scott gets ahead of Trumbo. Oh, excuse me, evens, and I thought the first pitch was a strike. Evens the count to Mark Trumbo at 1-1. But the American League wild card, Orioles currently hold it. Twins a game back of them. Angels a game and a half back. White Sox and Royals 2 and 3 games back, if I remember correctly. So quite a dogfight brewing for that spot. Ground ball down to first. Watson will take it himself. And there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Leon Wagner.
So here's Leon Wagner. Wagner has doubled twice. Again, Wagner down in the minors all season. Was a minor league all-star. Came up with the September 1st call-ups. He's been getting playing time and producing. Scott Splitter in there. 0-1 the count. Deals. Wagner pops this one up behind the plate. Ferguson sheds the mask. Underneath it, puts it away. That one was right up the chute. And down he goes for out number 2. So here's Brian Downing. Downing 0 for 2. Here's the delivery. Slider misses. Now the splitter misses, so Scott behind Downing 2-0. Brian Downing, the target of one of my favorite baseball quotes ever. Gene Mock talking about Downing playing left field, saying he handled every ball as if he was handling a live cobra, which is about the best way to describe a bad defender. Ripped shot, 1 hopper to Altuve. Throws Downing out, and that ends the inning. So we got a good pitcher's duel here in Houston. The stupid uniform glitch has Altuve in an Angels uniform for whatever reason. But it will be Altuve, Everett, and Cedeno for the Astros here in the bottom of the 6th.
Leading off for the Astros, the second baseman,
Altuve 1 for 2, singled his first time up. Heaney only had 63 pitches through 5, so he's doing fine right now. Ground ball to the right side. Kennedy throws over to first. Altuve is retired. There's one away.
now batting, shortstop, Adam Everett.
So here's Adam Everett. Everett 1 for 2, singled back in the 3rd. I do thank you guys, anyone joining me at the moment. I know this is a late night broadcast for me. Shot into right field for Everett. 1 out single gives the Astros a base run.
The center fielder, number 28, Cesar Rodriguez.
Good piece of hitting there by Everett. So here's Cedeno. Cesar Cedeno 0 for 2. 1 out, man on first. 2-seamer in there for a called strike. Cedeno has grounded out twice. 4 for 11 with a homer in the series. Checking the runner. Delivers. Curveball misses well inside. 1-1 the count. Heaney works to Cedeno. Curveball. That one misses down low. 2-1. Red Sox all over the Orioles today. 9-0. Ground ball back to the mound. Runner was going. Only play will be to first for the second out. Yankees hammering the Rays 9-1. Tigers and Royals deadlocked at 1 in the 6th. Royals still in that wild card hunt, as we mentioned. Mark Rudzelanek has an RBI for them. Indians over the Twins, 3-0 in the 6th. Twins also in that wild card hunt. Again, Cole Olajue home in that game for the Indians. A's over the White Sox. White Sox also in the hunt. They're down 4-2 in the 3rd. Frank Baker has hit his 28th home run of the season. Blue Jays over the Rangers 2-1 in the 6th. Two-seamer misses down low. Here to George Springer. There's the pitch. Shot out into left. Giving pursuit. Lays out. Can't make the play. Run's going to come around. We've got a tie ball game. That's going to be a double. George Springer, his 25th double of the year, drives in the run. So we talked about Brian Downing. That's a good effort from Downing. That's a tough play. Downing does not have great range though. But a fine effort there comes up short, and the Astros have tied this game up at 1 apiece. Heaney's curveball misses down low. Bregman 0 for 2. Checking the runner at second, 1-0 count. Heaney delivers. Fouled off. 1-1 pitch. Misses inside. Two-one pitch from Heaney. Just misses the outside corner. That's a good changeup in a good spot. Can't get Bregman to chase though. Count goes to 3-1. There's a shot to the right side. Kennedy has it just on the edge of the dirt. Puts him away, and the side is retired. But George Springer drives in the tying run. We head to the top of the 7th. Angels and Astros deadlocked. So you had to know when I do a rare late night broadcast that we've got strong extra innings potential. Like the latest game I've ever done a broadcast for, I decided, hey, let's try to slip in a hockey game. And ended up going double overtime, because of course, why the hell wouldn't it? So Mike Scott just threw his 90th pitch to open up the 7th here. Scott's been terrific. Here's Cole Calhoun. Fastball up high. Blows it past him. They see Framber Valdez, Lance McCullers Jr. both throwing in the Astros bullpen. Righty and a lefty both going. Scott's pitch swung on and missed. So there's one away.
Number 33, Mike Knapp.
Now here's Mike Napoli. Low splitter, high fastball, low splitter. That's good morning, good afternoon, and good night. One down for Napoli, who steps in. Napoli 0 for 1. Tapper down to third. Bregman charges. Gloves, throws, does have some time. Napoli does not run well, of course. Gets him. Still a nice play there by Bregman. That's out number 2. In steps Randy Velarde. Velarde 0 for 2. Thrown out and grounded out. Shot to short. Everett throws, and the side is retired. So it's 7th inning stretch time here in Houston. Dominic Blackwell joining us. Thank you, sir, for checking in. I hope all is well with you. As the crowd here in Houston serenades us. Bob Watson stepping in. Andrew Heaney still on the mound for the Angels. 76 pitches. So he certainly has more left in the tank. Curveball in there for strike one. Pitch, fastball misses up high. 1-1 the count. It's a final in New York. Yankees rout the Rays 9-1. Home runs for Gehrig and McDougald. Yankees keeping pace with the Red Sox as they try to get back into the hunt for that division. Again, Yankees assured of at least the wild card spot, though they are very, very comfortable position in that first wild card. Second wild card is where the fight is going to be. Shot down to third, just foul. One-two count here as Heaney works to Bob Watson. Watson 0 for 2 on the day. Fouls this one off into the seats. Another one fouled off, so Heaney and Watson having a bit of a battle here. Again, Angels enter today. It is September 11th. In this first season of the FSBL, jam shot. Watson dunks it out into left. Can't make the play. Downing once again. A fine effort, but unable to come up with it. Here's Hunter Pence. Pence 1 for 2. Fouls it up. Heaney sets. Delivery misses down low. Pence has grounded into 11 double plays this season. Ground ball to second. This should be 2. 4-6-3 double play. Heaney desperately needed that. Erase the base runner in the tie game. Nicely turned Kennedy to Velarde. The Trumbo at first. Here's Kevin Bass. Bass 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Ground ball to second. Kennedy's there. Throw to first. A little bit high, but Trumbo able to pull it down. And the side is retired. We're going to head to the top of the 8th. Angels and Astros still deadlocked at 1. Great pitchers duel here. Heaney and Scott. Scott's day is done, though. He's done his job. Here comes Framber Valdez, 8-7, a 4.11 earned run average for him. This will be appearance number 51 on the season for Valdez. He'll start off by facing Sean Figgins. Figgins 1 for 3.
For California, the third baseman, Deshaun.
Sinker misses. Shot foul. 1-1 the count to Figgins. Here to open up the 8th. Ground ball to second. Altuve's there. Throw to first. There's one away.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Adam Kennedy.
Here's Adam Kennedy. Kennedy singled twice. Pitch from Valdez. Misses down low. Christian Javier lands McCullers. McCullers has been out there for a while. They have sat down since the last time that we checked them. But there's a shot down to third. Bregman is there. Throw to first, and it's 2 away. So here comes Mike Trout. Trout 0 for 3. He's had a rough day. He struck out twice and grounded into a double play. Curveball misses down low. Another one just down low. So Valdez behind Trout 2-0. You don't want to groove one to Trout here. This is inside. Mark Trumbo waits on deck. And breaking ball misses away, ball 4. So Trout is on, 2-out base runner. Can't really blame Valdez for not giving in once he fell behind. Trumbo grounded out his last time up. He's 0 for 3. Throw over to first. Trout gets back. Certainly a threat to run, even with the lefty on the mound. Another throw over. Once again, Trout dives back. And a third throw over. So Valdez very aware of Trout trying to steal his way into scoring position. There's the pitch down low, 1-0. Breaking ball. Ooh, just away. That looked like a good pitch. Crowd certainly thought so. We got about 35,000 umps in the stands who thought that was a strike. Valdez behind Trumbo 2-0. Here's the pitch. Misses down low. Leon Wagner swings on deck. Valdez checks Trout again. That one in there, it's a high strike, but a strike nonetheless. Count goes to 3-1. Valdez delivers. Trumbo swings and misses. Count is now full. Full count, 2 outs. We expect Trout to be off. Valdez throws over just to try to keep him from getting too big a lead. Here's the pitch. Shot to the right. Altuve has it. Throw to first. Trumbo's retired. And so are the Angels. We head to the bottom of the 8th. California, Houston tied at 1. Angels looking to win their 9th straight, as we've mentioned. So Heaney's day is done. Here comes Paul Hartzell. Hartzell 9-7. 4.16 earned run average. This will be his 49th appearance.
Leading up for the Astros, the catcher, Joe Ferguson.
Fly ball center. Trout underneath. There's one away.
The batter, number 27.
In steps Altuve, 1 for 3. Singled back in the first. Change up, misses down low, 1-0. Garrett Richards, Jeff Zahn throwing in the Angels bullpen. There's called strike 1-1. You see some National League leaders. Johnny Mize leading the league in home runs. Willie McCovey has moved into the second spot with 42. Nate Colbert, Bryce Harper each with 40. Willie Mays with 38.
Shortstop, Adam Everett.
Ground ball short, 2 away there. Sorry, my son came down to say goodnight. Here's Adam Everett. Popped up. Figgins underneath it, puts it away, and the side is retired. So we're through 8 here in Houston. Score tied at 1. Here's Leon Wagner.
Leading for the Angels, the designated hitter.
Wagner 2 for 3, pair of doubles. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here as he faces Framber Valdez. Ground ball to second. Altuve is there. Throw to first. There's one away. Here's Brian Downing. Downing 0 for 3. Rough series for Downing. He's 1 for 12. Sinker in there for a called strike. Breaking ball, loop down into right field. Bass gets there though. He'll be underneath it. Puts it away for out number 2. Neither team getting much going offensively here. Here's the pinch hitter, David Freese, coming in. Freese batting .202. No homers, 5 runs batted in. There's a shot. Grabbed it short. Everett makes the play, and the side is retired. So Cedeno, Springer, and Bregman will come up for the Astros in the bottom of the 9th. We're still tied. Angels and Astros deadlocked at 1. Gary Pettis will check in now, play right field for the Angels.
Leading up for the Astros, the center fielder.
Hartzell will stay in for the Angels, trying to get through the heart of the Houston order. First pitch to Cedeno, fastball misses outside. Francisco Rodriguez now in the Angels bullpen. Jeff Zahn continues to throw. Indians over the Twins, 3-1 in the 9th. This one looped out in the center. Trout coming on. Going out for it is Velarde. Velarde gets there, puts it away for the first out.
Number 4.
Here's George Springer. Springer 1 for 3, double and an RBI. Fastball at the knees. Ball strike. Here's Hartzell, works to George Springer. Fastball misses up high. 1-1 the count. The Giants over the Cubs 4-2 in the 9th. Mel Ott has homered for the Giants, his 31st of the season. swung on and missed in the dirt. Blocked by Napoli. He'll throw him out at first for the second out.
Now that's number 2.
Cardinals deal the Pirates a loss, hurting their playoff chances. Here's Alex Bregman. 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. We're deadlocked at 1. Extras seem to be looming. And misses outside, ball 1. Fastball in there for a call strike. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, misses down low. So 2-1 the count. Looking for the pitch up high. Bregman hits it well. Going back to center. Trout on the run, just shy of the track, puts it away. And we're heading to extra innings, folks. We got free baseball. Napoli, Velarde, and Figgins will come up for the Angels in the top of the 10th. We are still deadlocked at 1. Here's Mike Napoli, 0 for 2 with the sacrifice fly. He drove in the only run of the game for the Angels. Framber Valdez will get ready for his 3rd inning of work here. Curveball misses away. There's a shot out to right. That one's hit well. Going back on it. Kevin Bass at the wall. Can't make the play. Off the base of the wall. So a double for Mike Napoli. His 25th of the season. Now we'll see if they run for it. It looks like Napoli is going to stay. I guess the second string catcher is actually probably Brian Downing. Ground ball up the middle. Altuve makes the play to first. Napoli, though, reads it well, goes over to third. So 1 out, the lead run 90 feet away now for the Angels. I'd still be inclined to think that you'd run for him, though. Although your best pinch runner, Gary Pettis, is now in there playing right field. So here's Sean Figgins. Figgins 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. Sinker misses down low, 2-0 the count. Look at that, Sandy Koufax, 2-hitter, and the Dodgers win over the Padres. There's a strike from Valdez, 2-1. I think a sacrifice fly has to be pretty deep for Napoli to score. That one down, fair ball inside the line. That will certainly get him home. That's a base hit. Just inside the bag, past Bregman down at third. RBI single for Sean Figgins, and the Angels take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 10th. Bregman playing in, Figgins rips it. Oh, they should have let that replay go a little bit longer. But I digress. Here's Adam Kennedy. Kennedy 2 for 3. Figgins goes in there easily on the stolen base. Stolen base number 46 for Figgins. So now Valdez is just going to try to keep the insurance run from scoring. Fly ball, left center. Pence underneath it. Figgins will not tag. No reason to. 2 away. Francisco Rodriguez was throwing in the bullpen for the Angels, who consider it likely we'll see him. Here's Mike Trout. Trout 0 for 3 with a walk. They are not going to mess with Trout. He will get the intentional pass.
Number 45.
See, I've never understood pinch. Well, I mean, pinch runners. It depends on the. Oh my goodness. Well, this one just blew up. Mark Trumbo out into the stratosphere. We'll get back to the pinch runner issue, but a runner doesn't matter there. They probably left Valdez in a little bit too long. But talking about going long, that's kind of 2020 hindsight on my part, I admit. But Trumbo launches a 3-run shot, and the Angels, with 4 runs in the top of the 10th, have made it a 5-1 game. Look where this thing goes. 425 feet to the train tracks. And now here comes Will Harris. Day late, dollar short. Harris 0-2, 3.13 earned run average. This will be his 39th appearance of the year. But the Angels look like they are going to win their 9th straight.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
It'd be quite a story if the Angels somehow manage to get themselves into that second wild card spot. As for the pinch runner, I don't like overusing them. The spot like that with Napoli, though, a runner who is so painfully slow in a tie game where that run could win the game, like back when he was on second, I think you run for him there, because the last thing you want is to get a hit that an average speed runner would possibly score on, and then Napoli has to stop at third, and then he doesn't come home the rest of that inning, and then you're out of it. So, I mean, I wouldn't use them overly much, but a situation like that with somebody that slow, I would be inclined to think that you would run for him. But Mark Trumbo hits that one to Mars. And now the Astros will come up in the bottom of the 10th with a 4-run deficit. Paul Hartzell is going to stay in with now a 4-run game. No reason to bring in the closer. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Rodriguez has sat down. Now Dave LaRoche and Ken Tatum throwing in the Angels bullpen just in case Hartzell gets into any kind of difficulty. Fastball misses inside. Fastball up high. Watson swings and misses 1-2. You see that the National League wild card race. Phillies currently in the 2nd spot. Mets a game back. Braves 2.5. Pirates 3.5. That was entering today's games. 1-2 the count as Hartzell works to Watson. Ground ball to short. Velarde charges. Throws to first. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So Watson turned aside. Here's Hunter Pence. Pence 1 for 3. Single back in the 2nd. One and 0 as Hartzell works to Pence. Ground ball down to third. Throw over to first. And there's 2 men down. Houston down in their final out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Maybe a pinch runner that was a good deep. Right. So like and I don't know from the top of my head what the Angels bench is looking like, but like in that spot, they had actually already used fly ball out in the center. Trout puts it away, and the ball game is over. The Angels, I would get back to that point, Angels win their 9th straight. Their push for the playoffs continues. This is an unbelievable September run for the California Angels. 4 runs in the 10th. They get a terrific start from Andrew Heaney. But the 3-run bomb from Mark Trumbo in the 10th blows this one open. We were talking about that pinch runner situation. So if you remember, David Freese came off the bench to pinch hit for, I guess that was probably Cole Calhoun. So then Gary Pettis, who is exceptionally fast and would have been the best pinch running candidate, was already put into the game at that point to play right field after Freese pinch hit. So it may just be that they didn't feel like, I think anybody they would have had on their bench was faster than Mike Napoli. But Pettis is the guy you would have really probably used there, and he was already in the game. But certainly it doesn't hurt the Angels as they come out of here with the 5-1 win. Again, a 3-run shot for Trumbo. Paul Hartzell gets the win. 3 scoreless innings of relief. Framber Valdez takes the loss, allowing all 4 of those runs in the 10th, which was his 3rd inning of work. So now what we're going to do here, first of all, we'll check the box score real quick. So Trumbo now 24 homers, 68 RBIs on the season for him. Yeah, Heaney was great. 7 innings, 1 run, no walks, 3 strikeouts, scattered 6 hits, so he's lowered his ERA to 3.52. Hartzell, who hasn't been great this year, trims his ERA to 4.06. Astros muster only 6 hits. George Springer, his 70th RBI. Mike Scott was excellent for the Astros. 7 innings of 1-run ball for him, lowered his ERA to 3.59. Valdez's ERA blows up to 4.29. Those 4 runs again. Can argue that Valdez shouldn't have been left in there, but as I said at the time, hindsight kind of 20/20 in that situation, admittedly. So we'll get out of this game. We will check the rest of the games for the day. Let's check out. So Baltimore lost. Kansas City won. Chicago came back on Oakland to win. Minnesota lost. All right, so let's check out that American League wild card race as of now, because that's pretty interesting. So the Orioles still have it. The Angels are now only a half game out, having won 9 in a row. Half game back of that second wild card spot. Twins a game back. White Sox a game and a half. The Royals are 2. So you have 5 teams within 2 games of each other battling for that second wild card spot. In the National League, first of all, we can check out that division because that division is still a race. Oh, Expos have opened that up. Wow, Expos have won 5 in a row now. They've opened that up to 4.5. The Expos are going to freaking win that division. That's unbelievable. Well, of course, keep an eye on that race, but it's starting to not really become a race. The wild card, Phillies a game up on the Mets, 2.5 up on the Braves, 3.5 up on the Pirates. And the Brewers, who had been hot, have gotten themselves within 6. So the wild card races seem like they are the ones we're going to need to watch now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sim through the next Saturday, since I do the game of the week based on the Sundays on the schedule. So the next game of the week will be the 18th. So we'll sim through the 17th. And now let's take a look at where things stand. Watching the Twins World Series runs, Tom Kelly put in Al Newman. Didn't work out. Yeah, I mean Al Newman was a utility guy. Um, I can certainly see him being used as a runner because you can plug him in at so many different positions, and he was probably faster than most of the guys he was going to run for. Because like those Twins World Series teams, if I'm remembering correct, they didn't really have a ton of team speed. I mean, they had a few guys who could run a bit, but they were by no means an exceptionally fast team as far as their core lineup goes. Guys like Herbeck and Brunansky and Gary Gaetti, you know, out there were all fairly slow. Um, so we'll see. The A's, of course, have blown it away. The Yankees have now clinched a wild card spot. So that kind of takes a little bit of the heat off their race with the Red Sox for the division. So the Angels finally lost. Now they lost two in a row. But so the Orioles still have the wild card spot, a game and a half up on the Twins, two on the Angels, 2.5 on the White Sox, 4.5 on the Royals. Expos still survived that week, maintaining the 4-game lead in the division. Phillies half game over the Mets, 1.5 over the Braves, 2 over the Pirates. So let's see. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to exit. No, that's not what I want to do. All right, hold on a second. Before I hit anything by accident that I shouldn't, let's make sure we've got this franchise saved. Because that would be a freaking hot mess if I blew that. All right, so now let's go to the 18th. Let's see what our next broadcast will be. Minnesota, Cleveland, Chicago, Detroit. We'll probably want to go to a National League one. Oh, Philadelphia, Atlanta might be a good one. They're both right in the thick of that hunt. That's probably going to be the game, actually. Phillies and Braves. Just as it's the most relevant to a playoff between two teams in the playoff hunt. Yes, the Expos. I was very happy to be able to that this game lets you do that. I was able to bring them back. I was able to get Cleveland back to being the Indians and get the Angels back to just being the California Angels rather than the Los Angeles Anaheim Angels of Anaheim somewhere in California, whatever their name is. You like Jim Cott. All right, I like Jim Cott too. So do the Twins. 5-7, but 2.66. Cott started out as a reliever there, and now he's advanced into their rotation as the season went on, as I kind of expected he would once he started playing to his ratings potentials. All right, so the next broadcast probably won't be for a couple days for the baseball stuff, but the next one will be Phillies and Braves. Cott, no, Cott is not. No, I think he fell. If I'm remembering correctly, he fell short the last time his name came through Veterans Committee. Um, I know he's been talked about. He's a borderline case. Cott had a very good career. You could make the argument for him. I will leave it. I will leave it at that. I don't have his numbers in front of me, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But I know he's because I don't want to misstate anything. Um, but Cott certainly a guy who was good enough that you could have a discussion about. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this broadcast. So the Angels, with the big victory, we will now move to September 18th. Next broadcast will be Phillies and Braves in the thick of the National League wild card race. I thank you all for joining me. Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans. Dominic W, I believe, was in here earlier. Anyone else who has watched or listened now or on tape delay, thank you for your time. Have a great night. Have a great Father's Day to all for whom it applies. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.